Hello and welcome to Artisan Quick Tips with Jennifer. I'm Jennifer Wise, and I'm going to show you a quick tip about how to change the size of your book before you publish it. So for example, you started making in Artisan digital scrapbooking software a 12 by 12 book, and then you decide, maybe this would be better a little smaller or whatever. Here's how you do it. However, before we go over there, I want to show you a little bit about Artisan if you're unfamiliar with it, rather than taking the time to explain it all for those who are already familiar with Artisan. If you're not, go ahead and pause this video and read through some fast facts. Down at the bottom is my email address, so feel free to ask me any questions that you have about Artisan or just memory keeping and photo and story treasures in general. My forever website is down right above my email address for creating photo storybooks and purchasing Artisan and photo storage and all sorts of great things. Okay, so how would you switch a book size once you've already gone through and created it? When you create a book in Artisan or any other project, a mug, a calendar, an ornament, anything like that, when you start creating a project, you create a certain size. You pick a size to create when you start. However, there is a little trick to changing the size once you started creating something, so that you don't have to start all over, right? So this is my book. This is my practice book. It's kind of it's where I play in Artisan with different, you can see here, this is where I played with the opacity and transparency feature. And this is where I played with fill selected shape. You can find these in other Artisan quick tips. But anyway, my point is just, this is not a book that I would publish. This is just where I'm playing, but I will use this to show you how to change the size if you do, or if you are publishing and you do decide that you want a different size. Okay, so at the upper left, you will see File. Now this is when your project is open. You will see File. So click File all the way up there at the upper left. Right here, this link called Convert is where you want to go. Now, so I clicked that. Now, when you go there, it will only show you options in the same kind of orientation and size, for lack of a better word, as the project you've already created. So let me show you an example physically. I've got a couple of books right here. So if the book that I'm working on that you were just looking at is a 12 by 12 hardbound book. So if I want to convert it, it's going to show me other square options. And you can see why that makes sense, because if I wanted to create it into this orientation, right, a landscape orientation, I've created everything square. That wouldn't work out very well. Or if I wanted to create it into a portrait size book orientation, also that wouldn't work out very well either, because everything is already square. If you do want to change to a completely different orientation like that, it can be done by importing a page at a time. But for this particular quick tip, we're just looking at how to convert to the same size. So you click this convert and then it shows you the options. All right, so there are hardbound books here in these two sizes. If I want to make them smaller, there are softbound books. So I've already created a 12 by 12, but I could change, it's a hardbound book, but I could change my mind and say, geez, I'd like maybe a softbound book. There are these three sizes, and then I could change it into a little mini book, a 5 by 5 hardbound book. I could also look at digital scrapbooking individual pages that aren't bound. So anyway, that is how you would convert a project that you've already created into something that's a similar orientation, but just a different size. If you found this video helpful, please like it so other people can find it easier. And if you would like to find more videos, be the first to see new videos about photo organization and digital scrapbooking and all that sort of thing, please subscribe to Photo and Story Treasures here on YouTube. Thanks.